I first joined Cadets in 2013 when my best friend practically kidnapped me and forced me to go. I spent the next 4 years of my life flying and shooting and marching and leading and then teaching. Recently, the cadet organisation has come under fire for criticisms, but when I look back at my time as a cadet, I had positive experiences. Despite all this, the cadet forces are still going strong, with 40,000 cadets across the UK. But the cadet organisation can still seem a bit strange. Like, after a whole day of school, of lessons and being shouted at, you go to cadets for more lessons and more discipline. So why do people do it? And why did I put so much time and effort into the cadet organisation? What was the point? And why do 40,000 13 to 18-year-olds spend over 300 hours of their year doing cadets? When I try to explain cadets to people, they either think, oh, so it's like scouts, or they think the military is brainwashing kids to fight for them. But it's so much more than that. There's so many angles to the cadet organisation. And to explore this, we decided to go to 296 Stoke Newington Squadron and find out the reality of life as a cadet in London.
Squad numbers
1, 2,
3, 4,
5, 6, corporal.
It was strange going back to cadets, even if it was to a squadron I'd never been to. It still felt like I was taking a look into my past. The squadron in its heyday had over 150 cadets, but since they almost got shut down last year, the numbers have been reduced. The majority of cadets have only been at the squadron for less than a year.
Alright, listen up! Leading upstairs, the rest in here. Now, I said leading upstairs, the rest in here. Let's get moving.
Stop eating, your break is over. Please put it away behind your seat. Under your seat, rather. So, today, right now, I'm going to teach you how to behave yourself in the lesson. How to behave yourself in your mess. How to come breaks up. Right. Or Rumenschen means room counter protection. Alright, how do you do that? Dino, how do you do that? There. Back is straight.
After a summer of exercises in the field, shooting and flying, we just so happened to join them in the beginning of their academic year.
I got involved with 296 when I was 13, and that was in 1976. The cadets at the squadron at the moment comes from quite a diverse background. So we have cadets from all different walks of life. We have cadets that come from single parents, cadets that don't actually live with their parents, they live with guardians. But we have a really good core of cadets at the moment.
7, 6, 8, 5.
After a talk on break room etiquette, the senior cadets have a lesson on map reading, and in separate rooms have to communicate locations on a grid. For Cadet Romulus, it's all worth it for the opportunities you get in cadets. And right now, she has her sights set on promotion.
The best aspect of cadets are the skills that you learn here. So the punctuality, the manners, the self-discipline that you learn here. Because like in myself, I'm all about my future and like the career path I'm going to take. So every skill that I learn along the way from Air Cadets is what I'll use when I'm in the adult world or when I am employed, especially as I'm growing up, when I'm coming to like the adult world and I get a job and etc. I have those skills of like self-discipline, punctuality, manners, like being polite. Like when I'm older, that I can tell people, oh, I used to be an Air Cadet, I used to be a corporal, I used to be a sergeant. I would describe the people at my squadron as very loud. They're entertaining, like you can make jokes with them, they'll have you laughing, and yeah, I think they're alright. The staff members, I like the staff members. I can't say I don't.
You got a gun to your head, like, yeah, I like all the stuff.
I can't say that I don't like the staff members. So we're just gonna say I do. They're very good.
Good answer.
Thank you, sir. They're very encouraging and somewhat strict, but in a very encouraging way. Yeah, I'd love to be a corporal. I think I have the potential, that's the word. I have the potential to be a corporal because I have a good leading skills, like leadership skills. I'm good at using my initiative, and yeah, so I think I showed good qualities of a corporal or sergeant. Yeah. I'm just waiting for that promotion day to come. Patiently waiting.
When a cadet gets promoted to corporal, they get more authority over the other cadets and essentially get to boss people around. They also get more responsibilities and are the connection between the staff and the younger cadets.
We are looking at possibly promoting a couple more on Remembrance Day, so that would be a surprise for them, and hopefully we'll have families and friends here.
Just like in the RAF, everything in Air Cadets is based around rank order. It seemed like Mr. Singh really wanted these new cadets to feel like they were part of something big, with a long history as part of the British military. But with the squadron just building itself up, it's difficult for these new cadets to connect to this distant past.
I won't lie, I feel like that's too far away. Like when I'm in Air Cadets, sometimes I don't really think about that. But I feel like I should. I feel like it's bad of me to not think about it. I feel like I should think about it. Sometimes I do feel pressure to go into the military. Not really a pressure, I would say, but no, not a pressure to be in the military, but a pressure to be a pilot. I think because when you tell someone that you're in Air Cadets, they assume straight away that you want to be a pilot or you should be a pilot because you've got the skills or you've got the qualifications, I could say, to be a pilot. So not really the military much, but like being a pilot, that's what I think.
Window up. Twist the yellow belt.
Mr. Singh is hoping to instill this in the cadets by promoting some of them on Remembrance Sunday. He gathered a few cadets in his office to brief them on preparations needed for Remembrance and find someone to assume the rank of corporal for the night.
And I am getting what am I getting, Sergeant? My corporal stripes. Oh, he's got them.
Acting corporal may not be the real deal, but to Cadet Romulus it feels like a guaranteed promotion.